Let's see if I can get us to log in. Okay. So you going? All right, cool. So this is going to be kind of informal. So basically we have our setup. We got our laptop plugged in. We have our Blackmagic. This is the Express, I think. I get these models confused. Ultra Studio Express.
Yeah.
So that's we're going Thunderbolt into the computer, and then we're going SDI in from any old SDI source. This is an EX3. Everything is set to 1920, 1080, 29.7. I'm doing progressive because I don't think shooting interlace for web is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And in your system
It'll actually
settings,
speed up your encoding too.
yeah. When you go to System Preferences, there's a section for Blackmagic Desktop Video, and this is where you would change the settings for your device. In this case, it's just 1920 progressive, 29.7. Basically, just match whatever the camera is spitting out, which this is probably the best setting for the weigh-ins.
Right.
Now, once you have that set up, you can, I have the kind of a pre-built project for you guys, so you have to do very little on your end. Just go ahead and open it up. The program is called Wirecast Play. At the bottom here you have not a timeline but a collection of sources, and when you click on one of them that automatically becomes a live source. So one of them is just the camera for the laptop. So be careful not to hit that. If you want, you can come in here and delete source, delete shot. So now there's no accidental pushing of that. So this is our camera feed. If you can't get it to show up, you come up here to sources, and then go to source settings, show source settings, and then you should see your Blackmagic guy here. And you set that basically to whatever your signal is.
Right.
Come down here, click apply, and it should work. To add a source, let's say this wasn't here, to add it, you kind of get this little hover icon, and so you get a camera feed, audio feed, screen capture, or just a file. In this case, we want a video, and then it will tell, you'll be able to select from the sources that it detects. So in this case, add Ultra Studio Express one shot.
Great.
And there you go. I've loaded a couple other clips in here just to help you guys out. The first one is a Bellator, your typical loading screen. And so this is probably 8 seconds long, but it will automatically loop. So you can leave this on here for most of the time until you're ready to switch to the live show.
Okay.
There is a little gear icon down here, and I have, because you have a source here doesn't mean the audio and video are tied together. So the gear lets you choose what you want. So you can change the source, you can change the audio. In this case, I have the audio pointing to an extreme music track that we have here. So instead of just silence, you have a little bit of rock music playing in the background. What's nice is when you automatically switch between sources, it will do a smooth transition, and it will fade the audio out as well.
Oh, sweet.
So you get kind of a little bit of a control room setup. Be super careful when you have the laptop close to the source, because as you can hear, there's an echo, and eventually it will just be a giant feedback loop. So what I would do is I would definitely put in headphones or just mute this guy so it doesn't cause that echo. And that's okay. Let me show you how to connect this to your YouTube account. I've already authenticated it with the Bellator username, but if you need to do it again, just come here to authenticate, and you literally just log into your Google account. I've also, okay, I cannot authenticate, so I guess I should actually do that now. Bellator, sets permissions, accept, and it will fetch all the data automatically. So literally you don't have to do anything else. Your encode setting, just double check that's 1080p recommended, and then click OK. And then to actually start streaming, you just come up here to the stream button and activate it. Because unless you do that, it's just showing you a preview of what's going on.
Right.
If you want to find the URL for your stream, that's the only part of this that is a bit clunky. I haven't found an easy way to view from a non-user perspective what the URL is.
Gotcha.
But if you ever want to find yours, it's pretty easy. You just go to YouTube live stream, and it's just the top thing that says My Live Events. That will bring you to your like control room setup for YouTube specifically. So your stuff. Oh, email. So right now under live streaming, there's 2 sections, and we're actually using the beta feature that they call Stream Now. And this is very intuitive, but basically what I would do is I would set everything up here like I wanted. So let's put it on the loading screen. Cool. And then I would come into the YouTube side and set up everything else. So that includes things like the title of it, the description, the category. There's a chat here if you want to talk to people. There has some analytics here. It also has stream health, so it'll tell you whether your signal is good or bad. This program also has your connection and CPU and your data rate all up here as well. What else? There's one more thing. Oh yeah, so your URL is down here in the bottom right on the share. So if you can take that, tweet it out, Facebook, whatever you want, and that'll be where people can actually watch the stream.
Okay.
There may be an easier way to get to that. I just haven't found it yet. When I was streaming on my own account, when I went to my homepage, it didn't list the live stream anywhere. So
well, you have to be on this screen anyway, so you might as well just scroll down and get it.
Right, but let's say someone was just interested in Bellator. I'm not sure how they would find the live stream unless they found your social post about it.
Right.
So that's something weird that I haven't fully looked into yet. That's pretty much it. So what I would do is, if I were to hit stream now, Bellator would start a live stream. We could chat, a couple extra options show up, but it's
so
really...
once you hit stream on this end, it automatically
shows up,
and
yeah.
it starts going. Okay.
Yeah, there's like a 15 to 20 second delay, and we're on the Wi-Fi, so I would definitely check when you get to your location to check that the Wi-Fi can actually sustain. I think this is 5,000 kilobits, so you want some headroom above that. So the only other thing I would do is once you're streaming, when you're done, I actually wouldn't stop streaming out of the program. This offline button becomes a stop streaming button. I would turn it off on YouTube's end, because when I did it in my tests, if I hit stop stream here, the stream continues, but it just says we're not getting a signal from your encoder.
Gotcha.
So I would start it here,
YouTube,
and then when you're done with YouTube, hit it
basically
on
work
YouTube's
backwards.
end. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Because YouTube is controlling the signal. All your encoder's doing is sending it to YouTube.
Right.
And I don't necessarily like that turning it off here means it doesn't happen here, but that's how it works.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Sounds good.
It has a little checklist here if you want to go through that as well, like add stream info,
and then
optional features.
Username and password for this computer, or is it?
It's on this little post-it note right here.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna put this.
Okay, we're gonna put a nicer post-it note on it.
Awesome. Great.
That's pretty much it. The first thing I would do is set up your stuff, and then put on this looping animation, and literally just go live whenever you want to, because the fact that it's a streamy loop is like, that's the point of it, is to just fill time.
Right.
And then, so let's say you're ready to go. It's like, all right, he's getting on stage. All you gotta do is click once, and then you're good. You leave it for 30 minutes, come over here, click off when you're done, and that's it.